What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Uber Adventures. I'm John, and today we are taking a look at the Catalina 313RLTS. Now, we've already looked at something similar to this, but not exactly. This would be also fall in my perfect couples coach. There's room for a couple people to sleep, but I would personally put it towards a couples coach if I were to categorize it. So this thing is beautiful. It's got the double awnings, as you can see. It's all RGB double awning under the awnings. JBL audio all the way through, lots of pluses. So let's go ahead and jump into this. Sorry, I've been out for a little while, just life has gotten a hold of me, and so it's been about a week since I've uploaded, maybe a little bit less, but thanks for everybody subscribing. Thanks for not giving up on me. Let's jump into this, and if you are open to subscribing, please do. It means the world to me. All right, guys, let's jump into it. All right, guys, so we're taking a look at this Catalina. It is one of the best front cap presents on the market. I do love, and it's only on the Legacy Edition that gets this black front cap that I think looks awesome, especially with that bright blue color on it. It's got the V, which signifies the Legacy Edition, and then of course you have the Legacy Edition written on there as well. Going right behind that, and of course I do like the gunmetal gray color on the rock chip guard. And then you do have place for 2 batteries right here, and of course this is satellite. This is solar panel, and it's got 200 watts of solar to maintain your 12-volt system, which would be anything that runs off of your traditional style battery, okay? And then of course it looks like you have 2 20-pound tanks of propane, so that'd give you 40 pounds. And then you do have a 3,500-pound front tongue jack. It is also lit, of course, so if you need to hook up at night, you'll be able to do that. And of course you can, it's all electric. So, all right, if you saw, I don't even remember which one it was. There's another Catalina that's kind of built like this. We'll go over it in this one as well, obviously. So if you open up this door right here, it takes you to a closet. But within that closet, you have your washer and dryer hookup. And then, of course, you have an actual entrance to it that would go to the bedroom. So it's pretty interesting design for sure. And then of course I got your power plug right here, and then there's a lot of documentation and stuff like that in that box. So you do have stabilizer jacks all the way on all 4 corners. Again, I always say get a power drill. I always list a Black & Decker that I paid $28, $30 shipped and everything from Amazon, and then the sockets for the actual jack itself, another $4 or $5. So, and it's faster than pretty much all other jacks if you go that route, which I think too many people are like, oh, if it's not electric, then I don't care. But your drill is electric, and I promise you it'll smoke one of those that have the electric jacks on it already. Like I said, this thing has JBL speakers inside and out. You have 2 outside right here. And this brings me right to the awning. So you have an awning located on the main part of the RV, and it does cover your door. And of course this door has the front window option, and then you do have another RGB lit, this one's in blue right now, awning on the slide on the driver's side. So I thought that was really cool that they did double awnings. Even some of your higher end stuff, it just costs so much money to add that extra awning that it's nice that they also include it. Coming over here, you have a place to hook up your TV, and then of course you have a plug. All of your lighting all the way around are going to be LED lights. See what this has to say. So we'll go over this a little bit more. It's got Wi-Fi already equipped. Most RVs is Wi-Fi wired. This one already has the Wi-Fi router in it. Shield protection, enclosed underbelly, and it is sealed, I believe. And then you have LED lights, like I was talking about on the awnings. You have double LEDs. Solar panel, like I said, it's a 200 watt. JBL inside out, and the head unit is also JBL. So I always think that's pretty awesome stuff. Coming around, you do have a leash link. So now keep your dog under 1,500 pounds and you'll be good. So I guess you can hook up a small cow. Again, all LED tail lights. Tailgate storage system does drop down. I showed you one where the power was actually behind it. This one, the power is actually going to be on the driver's side of the RV. You have a big, beautiful back window. And then just above that, you have your red lights And then you also have your pre-wired rear backup camera. Coming around, you have your 2 slides. I do like the fact that they go with the metal fenders instead of plastic. That's one less thing to have to worry about. You have your dumps right here between the 2 slides. About to trip on this wire. And then you got your Catalina hookup, which is your cable satellite. And then you have your black tank flush 50 amp power supply. I say that like it's a computer. 50 amp supply. I mean, that's what it is, but it just, for some reason, I'm thinking about my computer and I'm like, shoot, my computer's got a 1000 watt, but I realized watts and amps are 2 different things. And then of course you have a spray hookup. There should be like an actual sprayer somewhere in this RV. So if not, you can always get one. They're not that expensive. And then we have this door right here, which is always unique for the Catalina. This is underneath your bed. So if you need to put something, this is the only way I could see this making sense, is if you need to put something large underneath your bed that you cannot get through from your bed, like lifting up the center of the bed. So I would think something like golf clubs or items of that nature. So let me know what you think you would need this for down in the comments. And then just above that, you do have a window. So this is a triple slide. You have an outdoor shower. You got a city water connection. So if you're going to actually plug in and leave the hose there, you just turn on your pump. Or if you just want to fill up the tank, you have your fresh water tank right here. 6-gallon hot water heater. I said the shower already. And the way that this RV sits right now is 8,390 pounds. And the axles are 5,100 pounds apiece. I hope you notice I'm trying to give you a little bit of the stats, or the specs rather, as we go through this RV. I know a lot of people don't watch the very end, and then I get a whole ton of questions. I don't know everything off the top of my head, but I'm learning. So let's go ahead and go inside real quick. All right, one thing I did skip is it's got the solid steps by Lippert. So that's always a plus. So you got 3 steps. The 4th one goes into your RV. And the first thing you see coming in, which is nice because if you have all the lights turned off, you can just flip your switch right here and turn on your interior lights and exterior lights. And then you have a Bluetooth connection, and then you can check all your tanks and everything. You got your water pump, your water heater, and then you have 2 awnings, of course, and then 3 slides. And this is motion detection. So if I was walking from the bedroom to the living room, this little ball right here reads your motion and it will light up this panel. So it helps with lighting too. So that's always a plus. All right. This is such a beautiful RV. You have, which I like these for 2 reasons. It works kind of like a skylight, but it's also a vent. So, and I have burned things, so having a vent doesn't hurt. And I claim to be a good chef. All right, so here's our main entertainment area. So we do have 2 storages, 2 large storage areas. And what's really cool is it's got like this frosted zebra design on it, which I love. And then right here would be where your TV goes. I've mentioned it in other videos, but the reason they've gone away from adding a TV is because TVs are so cheap. There's multiple operating systems. So if you don't like a I don't know, a Google TV, you might like a Samsung TV or a, what do I have? A Roku TV. So this lets you pick out the TV you want because it's so cheap compared to now. And then if they've added, instead of spending the money on that, they've spent the money on adding a wireless router here for you. So you just need to set up with your preferred cellular carrier. And I think that's a huge plus as opposed to having not Wi-Fi and having a TV, because most of us probably have an extra TV, even if it's kind of cruddy, and it will get you by. And it's already pre-wired for everything. You got your satellite, your cable, your TV one actually, and then you have an HDMI, and then you have your plugs right there. And the best part is when you do put a TV here, it's going to cover up your Wi-Fi router. So that's a huge plus. And then down below you have your JBL head unit. And I don't know why I need to make sure the heat's off of this because I am sweating bullets today. Okay, I don't know. There we go. There we go. So JBL head unit. And then you got a, this is a 30-inch fireplace and it comes in all Legacy editions. So every Legacy is going to come with this fireplace, which is awesome. During the cold days, I have that thing on full blast whenever I'm filming an RV. During the hot days, I just have it turned on and just enjoy the lighting of it all. So, and then coming to the left, you do have windows all the way around, which is always convenient. And of course, you can close them and get 99% of the light out of the way. This is a trifold sofa. It turns into a bed as well. So this is where I would say you are inviting some friends over. This is where they can sleep. The rest of it's really just designed for 2 people. Now, what is really cool is they thought about this whenever people are going to stay the night. You have, again, I'm very proud of Catalina doing this. They have the USB-A and a USB-C, and then 2 110 plugs on both sides. Not always the case. Huge plus. And of course you have 2 places to put things. You can even put your shoes out of the way if you're just visiting. I do like that, but I'm sure the people that would be living in here or staying in here most of the time would already have stuff in that area. But to me, I would leave that open. So if somebody's staying the night, they could just throw their shoes in there. And then of course you have storage up top. There you go. And then coming around the larger slide, you have Thomas Paine recliners, which are always super comfortable and they're mobile. So if you really wanted to take the effort and move them outside, you definitely can. Me personally, I would just leave them in here because I'm lazy, but you do whatever you want to do. All right, now coming over here, you have your freestanding chairs with a table. Yes, you can remove it. Lots of people ask that so they can put something else there. But it does perfectly fine for a place to do homework, a place to eat, a place to play games with friends. It gives you a lot of options with that right there. And of course, the number one spot that everybody always wants to know about is the kitchen. So we'll start from the left to the right. So first and foremost, you do have a High Point traditional microwave with a turntable in it. You have another USB-C and a USB-A and then another plug right there. Coming over here, you have your Greystone stovetop and oven. And again, this is the touchscreen design. So if you want to turn on your lights, you just push a button. And it does give you a warning if you accidentally turn it on. If I can push it on, it does turn red. And then of course, you do have a light down there as well. And then you just have to push the buttons. I know they're going crazy on the camera, but they're pretty normal otherwise. You have a Greystone vent hood, which nicely matches the actual stove and oven. And then you have a place for storage all the way down. And then you have a fairly large island. On both sides, you have a little bit of storage. Of course, they have to include their plumbing area as well. But you have storage on the bottom. And then you have your brushed aluminum or nickel or whatever it is. And then I got in trouble for calling this a farm style sink because apparently the farm style has to reach the very front. So I'm going to call this a farm style sink because I don't know what else to call it. And then of course you have these covers that you can leave on or take off or whatever you want. It gives extra room to prep more than anything. And then coming over here, we have storage space, which is fairly deep all the way down. And you have General Electric. So whenever I talk about the fridge, I typically talk about the air conditioning because the air conditioning is also General Electric. And this one has 2, one in the living room, one in the bedroom, and they're both GE, so that's always nice. And then of course this is a 12-volt fridge with LED lighting. It's just a beautiful fridge. Perfectly good for a couple of people. And then of course this wall right here really kind of leaves me curious. I would use this as like a travel wall. I'd put up like a a map or something of everywhere I visit and all that good stuff. So it's a blank wall, it's a blank slate. It gives you an opportunity to do something fun. But I understand why it's blank, because you can see how close the slide is to this wall. So it would have to come all the way out to about right here. And so you would lose so much space. But if you put something flat like a poster or like one of those maps I'm talking about that you can put a sticker over the state that you went and visited, you could definitely do something like that. But yes, I understand it does look like a lot of blank space, but it gives you an opportunity to do some fun stuff. You have an electric thermostat, or digital rather. And then we're in the bathroom. Toilet, lots of actual leg space. Storage up top. Then you have me. And places to put stuff. You have your light switch, power outlet, your sink with the same brushed aluminum, storage underneath as well. Come over here, you have a large shower, plenty of places to put your soap and your gel and all that good stuff. All white faucet. Of course, you can always change that stuff. Decent sized shower, I really like that. And of course, you have a vent in here. Ladies, we know it's only for the men, fully aware. And then we have the master bedroom. So this is the closet I was talking about. This one leads to the outside. You can see all my stuff. Oh, there's the blue hose for the outlet for the sprayer. And then you have all your stuff for your washer and dryer hookup. Plenty of space. And then you do have a large place to store your clothes, shoes, whatever you need. Then you got a little tiny storage underneath here. And then of course, if we go to the bed, we lift that up. And then there would be you can barely see it, your access to the outside. Now this is a queen bed. You could definitely fit a king bed. There's plenty of space. There's tons of space to walk on both sides. You just need to extend the bed frame a little bit. You still have your USB-A and USB-Cs on both sides. You have windows there and here. You have a place to hook up your TV. I feel like they put it down lower so you could actually use this to put your TV on, because you have your plug and your cable hookup right there. So something tells me that's really what that's designed for, but you might have a place to hook up here somewhere as well. So, and then you have storage under here. There's lots of storage actually in this one. I always forget, you gotta lift them up. I get so used to my stuff at home, but whoops. There we go. But they don't want it opening up, during mid-transit. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this RV. This thing was awesome. Please let me know down in the comments what you think about it. If you are interested in buying an RV, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd absolutely love to sell you one. But guys, stick around. I'm going to go over all the specs, even the ones that I went over during the RV. But just stick around, and then after that, I'll see y'all later, okay? Bye. All right, we made it to the specs. Let's take a look at what we got here. So the dimensions on this RV is 36.42 feet. The width is 8 feet. The height is 11.25 feet, and the interior height is 6.75 feet. The dry weight is 8,375 pounds. Payload capacity is 2,125 pounds. The GVWR is 10,500 pounds. The hitch weight is 950 pounds. You have one freshwater tank, 44 gallons. You have one gray water tank, which is 40 gallons, and one black water tank, which is 30 gallons. You have two propane tanks that are 20 pounds apiece, which comes out to 40 pounds combined. You have two awnings. Combined is 23 feet, but if you want to know the individual size, the main awning is 13 feet and the smaller awning on the slide is 10 feet. This RV has room to sleep 6, but ideally for 4. You have a 13,500 BTU air conditioning and a 35,000 BTU heater. It also has a 6-gallon hot water tank, and that pretty much covers everything. If you have any other questions, don't hesitate to reach out. All right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell notification. Until next time, bye.